guy that I am. You know, when you get to a college like this, I think one of the neatest things that's going on down there right now at Defiance College is this opportunity, Cassie, where somebody comes in, they want to be a whatever major. Some of the people that are in the bands, I've seen bands where the biggest dude on the football team, you know, sheds his helmet, comes over and grabs a piccolo, and he's out there, you know, marching in the band. How wonderful is it to have those kind of opportunities for young people nowadays?
It's amazing. It's wonderful. And something that I think is so special is that these are the kids that want to play. They love playing. It's in their hearts, it's in their souls, and they want to keep doing it. So they're the hardest workers you can find sometimes on campus.
Yeah. That becomes the same thing I've always thought with their athletics too, because these are people who are not being supplemented in any way.
Right.
They just think, man, I'd love to do this for 4 more years, you know, as long as I can, because when I get to be an older person, I can't do it anymore. Yeah. Did either one of you guys do that? I mean, were you active in college bands and college music programs?
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh,
yeah, I mean, as you study music at the college level, that's a requirement where you sing in a choir, play in a band.
Sure.
Yeah, it's part of the major.
Yeah. And how rewarding was that for you guys? Was that something that you really enjoyed, or was it, to me, it would be intimidating beyond belief to stand up in front of somebody and have to do that. You know, I can do this, but I couldn't do that.
Oh, no. I mean, those are some of the best memories that I have from college, is playing, performing, and the friendships you make when you do that is incredible.
Yeah. Your favorite place, where when you were that age, where was your favorite place to look out on stage and go, I'm here, I'm doing this?
Oh, gosh. Well, I did marching band all 4 years and was a drum major my senior year. And I'll tell you, we had a lot of fun. We actually went up and played a Canadian football game that year. And you know, not super high level, but just a great time and a new environment.
Yeah.
And the crowd was incredible. It was a good time, very fun.
Isn't that something? Yeah. Jim, we were talking a little while ago that you've got a choir that's going to make some pretty big stops here. Explain how you go into preparing this, and how do you get them? How many hours do you train? How many times do you get together? And then where are the venues you're going to end up at here?
Yeah, thanks for asking. We have, as a college, we accepted the invitation to travel to Carnegie Hall in New York City, and we'll be able to perform with our choirs in a festival chorus in June of this year. So yeah, we just started rehearsing, and I want to also announce that we'll be able to have a concert here in Bryan that'll send us off to Carnegie Hall, and that concert is right there at the Bryan Arts and Education, Sunday, April 29th, 4 o'clock. And we're excited to be here because we'll have, like I say, about 50 singers. We'll have a professional chamber orchestra and professional soloists. And it's going to be just some great music. And one thing I'm really excited about is we're doing a full mass, a Schubert mass, a full Mozart piece, about a 12-minute Te Deum, and we're doing a big 7-minute anthem with a newer composer, Dan Forst. So it's going to be just, you know, exciting. And we're super glad to be able to just have that opportunity to sing at Carnegie Hall.
Oh yeah, I mean, there you go. What do you think, Cassie?
Yeah.
I think that's one that you keep with you from this time on, wouldn't you think, huh?
Oh, yes.
But and I know what you're saying about that too, Cassie, because some of the times that we've had the most fun and some of my better memories is when you do get out of where you're at every day and out of your own environment, and you pop into something new. You go to Canada, and you start to see different things, and you're like, holy smokes, this is kind of neat right here. These guys do things a little differently up here.
Exactly.
And I've always been one that does a lot of things a little differently, so that always works extremely well for me, Jim. You know. Now the show that you're going to put on in Bryan, is that basically the Carnegie Hall show? It's kind of a warm up, basically, is what I'm hearing. Huh?
That's right. They say, how do you get to Carnegie Hall? The answer is practice, practice, practice. So we're.
Oh man, I bet so.
so yeah, that'll be our opportunity at the end of the semester to share what we've done to prepare for Carnegie Hall. And absolutely, that'll be our last performance at the end of the semester. So yeah, we'd love to have all of Bryan come.
Yeah, no doubt, and we'll reiterate that time and date again before you get out of here, and we'll help you promote that as we get closer as well, because I think it'll be a great day of music here. How long is the show? About how long does it run?
About 15 minutes, about an hour.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So you got about an hour in did you say it was the afternoon or the evening? What time was that?
4 o'clock.
Yeah, that's what I thought. 4 o'clock in the afternoon. So you could do that, go be done, go get a little dinner.
Yes, sir.
And still have the rest of the evening. Yeah, and you're right down there where there are several restaurants and all in downtown Bryan. So it makes for a nice afternoon. I know there's a lot of folks probably listening right now that just thought, hey, okay, I'm gonna trap somebody into doing that, and taking me out to dinner that night. How's that?
That sounds good.
That's what. I'll lure him in with dinner. Why are we going to dinner? No problem. I would bet this would be a show though that anybody would really marvel at. I do. Whenever I get in around really wonderful, talented people, it's always fun to be there.
Absolutely.
And
yeah.
is that how many hours do you practice in a week's time? How many days do you get to be together before you have to pull this off?
Yeah, the choral union meets for a couple hours on Mondays, and then the chamber singers meet for about an hour and a half Tuesdays, Thursdays. So you're saying, 3 days a week.
Okay.
For about 10 weeks, let's say.
Yeah.
So yeah, a lot of rehearsal goes into it.
And
yeah.
That is a lot of rehearsal, but it doesn't seem like it's a lot for an hour's program with that magnitude. You know
right.
what I mean?
Right, absolutely, yeah.
Because I'm sure everybody that's in it wants to be the one that they doesn't want to be the one that's playing a little bit flat that afternoon, or oh man, So everybody, well, it's the competition in people, and it's the same way in musicians. I mean, they love the sound and they don't want to spoil it. First of all, they're worried about doing that. And then secondly, they don't want to be that one because everybody's got cameras and phone. Look at what happened to Fergie the other day at the
Yeah.
She came out and did something that she thought was going to be funny and good or sexy or attractive or whatever the national anthem, and everybody in the place pander, and now she's 14 zillion people have seen that thing, so you don't want to be that. Right? Not at all. So between you and me, is there one person there that is that way? Should we be pointing somebody out and saying,
"Hey,
Bob Johnson from"?
No. They work really hard. This group is a really hard-working group, and so I feel comfortable really working hard with them and getting them prepared. So no, they'll put in a great effort, and it'll be really great. It'll be a dynamite program.
And I'm sure there probably is a way of seeing that'll be recorded somewhere, I would think.
Yeah,
right?
Absolutely. We're planning on getting it professionally recorded on video. So yes, sir. Yeah.
So you have that as a memento for the folks that are there, and also for people. That's a neat thing that we've seen nowadays is that people. They got their own schedules, but if you give them the opportunity to watch something, under their conditions and terms, you bet all of a sudden you get a lot of eyeballs on those darn things, You really do.
Yeah, that's true.
It's a whole lot of fun. All right, Cassidy Naleppo is with me right now, and Jim Watson from Defiance College, and we're back into a little music here on the Q 96.5 FM. Gonna hang on to him for one more break and then send him out into the real world here today. I know Cassidy's got some recruiting to do today. We'll talk about that too when we get back here on the Q. Doors of the Dome are wide open. It's about 27 before the hour. And we're back here in the education program one final time here with a couple of representatives from Defiance College. Cassidy Nalepa, did I get it out finally?
You did it.
What do you think? Huh?
Sounds
and,
great.
Jim Watson.
Yes, sir.
How's that, huh? Did you answer both those names properly? And did I get them enunciated well and everything by the end of the day?
That was perfect.
You know, it just is a matter of practice. You know, it's just like playing the tuba. You know what I mean? Exactly. You know, Jim, the one thing I wanted to bring up before I let you go, too, is it kind of sounds to me like it's almost from Bryan to Carnegie Hall. Okay, I mean, if you want to get to Carnegie Hall, you got to go through the Arts and Ed building.
Hey, absolutely.
I think, as a marketing guy and wanting to spin this a little bit, for the Chamber of Commerce. Okay, I think we want to do that. Before I let you go, I really want to get back into that just a little bit because it sounds like such a wonderful concert the choir that is going to put on here. So let's go over the dates, the times, and all those kind of good things again before you get out of here.
Sure. Sunday, April the 29th. It's 4 o'clock at the Bryan Arts and Education. Mm-hmm. And we'll have about a 50-voice choir, a chamber orchestra, and then professional soloists. And like I say, we're going to do just a dynamite program, Schubert Mass, mm-hmm. Mozart Te Deum, and a big 7-minute anthem of a newer composer, Dan Forrest.
Yeah. Wow.
So.
And there are a number of people I know that are listening at this point in time, and plus the music department that we have up here. I'm sure there will be a number of folks that are just can't wait for that date to roll around. So thank you for coming to town. We like being your warm up for the year. How's that? Huh? Come back more.
Thanks for having us.
No doubt. Cassidy, let's talk about the band. Where are we heading with this? I mean, realistically, it's a small school. Okay. Mm-hmm. What can you do with a music department, a band, when you really don't have a full-fledged music department like Ohio State or Michigan State or someplace like that? What's the goals? Where are you headed?
Sure. Well, we do want to build our numbers a little bit, grow the program. I have some exciting kind of dynamic music chosen for the fall.
Okay.
Can't reveal it just yet,
but
we'll
work over there, Jim. Before she for these songs, I guarantee it. How's that? Is she easy? Is she easy to get to spill the beans?
Yeah, keep working on it.
Oh.
I had my youngest son right now, who's probably around in the ballpark of both of you guys, or all my sons are. He was always the one that spilled all the beans. You know, if the other two wanted to know, what was for Christmas, young Phil normally knew, and he was normally the guy telling you know what I mean, or whatever, what you get for your birthday. So, but I won't try. How about that?
Okay, thanks.
You have to. I would think you'd have to keep the music fresh. You know.
Yes, all the time. New things coming in, going out. I think as far as building the program, what we're trying to do is make it convenient and available for everybody, and make it something that can work with their other activities, and something enjoyable and fun and exciting that people want to be a part of.
Yeah. Typically, how many hours do you guys get to work together during a typical week there at Defiance?
Right now in the spring, it's a little on the low side. We're together maybe about 3 hours for rehearsals. Sure. In the fall, that'll amp up. We'll be together probably between 6 and 8 hours a week.
Yeah. Do you have, like, I know the softball coach down there is notorious for her 5 a.m. get-togethers with her team to get
yes,
started.
Yeah.
Is it similar to the band? Do you guys get up and all right, if they're going to do softballs doing 5, we're doing 4:45?
I don't know that will be quite so intense.
I don't blame you.
I like to sleep in. But no, we'll be doing some long afternoons probably.
Oh, I'm sure. Well, musicians are not ones that normally like to get up
not
early
usually.
In the morning. They might be out late.
We're the night owls, yes.
Yeah, but they normally aren't up early in the morning. I agree. And Jody, hats off to Jody, because I love Jody. She does a great job with that. And now the interim athletic director down at that point in time too at Defiance College. So, but I still, maybe yours can be 4:45 in the afternoon.
Hey, we'll see what we can work out.
See, as long as you throw a 4:45 in there, when Jody says, "Hey, we get up and go at 5," and you can just say, "Well, we do it at 4:45," and then walk away.
Okay, sounds good.
Mic drop. That's it. John, okay. When she's questioning you, don't turn, don't look, don't do anything at that point.
Got it.
And how about the pep band? The same for the pep band, because now they're relatively busy, I would think, with the basketball. It's coming to an end, though, isn't it?
Yeah. Basketball's kind of wrapping up, but we had a good run here for January and February. Hit most of the home games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, you guys haven't been at Defiance College all that long, but tell me a little bit. Everything wonderful? Are you happy that you came from where you were to where you are right now?
Yeah, I will say, and we've talked about this a little bit, that President Mankey and then Dr. Caldwell, she's our new provost.
Yeah.
They've just done a dynamite job. They've done a wonderful job of really, making the main thing and really allowing those programs to be well organized and attractive to those students. And so, the college, I think, is doing some great things with that. Yes.
Boy, I agree. I think the new administration is wonderful. They've been here with me a couple times, and what a focused bunch. There's no doubt. Cassidy, same for you, or are you sitting over there going, "Darn, man, I don't know."
No.
Why do you ask me that?
No, I'm very excited to be here. Everything's going really well so far, and just to echo what Jim said, that they're really allowing these opportunities to happen for the kids, and that's what's most important.
Yeah, no, I agree 100%. And I'll tell you, it's always fun. Now, the one person you have to watch out for is Kathy Punches. Okay, Kathy Punches she'll schedule you into radio interviews with weird people and make you go out and do things that you really don't want to do at times. Okay, but she's just so doggone nice. Okay, and you'll do anything for her. But we love Kathy too. I've known her for quite a while, and she's the one that sets all this up. All right, Jim. Before you're out of here, one last time, the show that's coming up here in April. Give it one more plug, and then you're out the door. How's that?
That sounds good. April 29th, Sunday, 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Brian, Arts and Education, will be able to perform our practice, and Brian is going to send us off to Carnegie Hall.
Wonderful, man. It should be a great afternoon. And you know what? Does it cost anything? Is it a free will offering or anything like that?
Free will offering. Yep, okay. It's free to get in.
All right. Sounds like fun. Should be a great afternoon. Guys, I appreciate you coming in and putting up with me for 45 minutes, all right? Keep up the great work that you're doing down at Defiance. And I will get down there one of these Saturday afternoons and check out that band, so that music better be fresh. How's that, Cassidy?
All right, we'll do it.
All right. Cassidy Nalepa and Jim Watson, our guests from Defiance College. Our education program for Tuesday's over. We'll do it again next week. I think we're into the elementary and high school ranks again next week. Always fun to kind of get a chance to touch base with folks from around the area. Back into music now, 10 minutes until 10 o'clock. Just you and me till 1 with classic hits on 96.5.